What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Hot Take Tuesday. We have quite a few hot takes today. We have some people who dropped quite a few, some people who just dropped one, but nonetheless, we have a few hot takes to get to here. So let's not waste too much time. But I do want to say, if you want to be featured in Hot Take Tuesday in the future, this is the last one, 2022. But if you'd like to be featured in Hot Take Tuesday in the future, make sure to join the Discord server. I will have a link down in the description for that. You join that Discord, you get to drop your hot takes. Every single Tuesday I'll ask for hot takes, and I might just start picking like 5 to 7 that I like the most because we are starting to get a lot. But 5 to 7, I'll pick my favorite hot takes, and you'll be featured in the video. But to do that, you need to be liked, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos, and then so you know when it goes live because they do premiere every Tuesday at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. So let's not waste too much time. Let's get right into the first one. So the first hot take that we have here is from LCCJS27. He has 4. So this is the first one. So the Colts get Bryce Young. I'm going hot just because I think the Texans are locked into 1. And I think the Texans are going to draft Bryce Young. I think there's a chance that they draft a non-quarterback, but I think that chance is like 5% that they don't draft Bryce Young. And the Colts still have to get to number 2 or 3 at least, depending on if the Bears stay at 2, because the Bears have Justin Fields. They're not going to be interested. So I'm going hot. It depends on how the draft order shakes up, what goes on. If the Texans actually don't take Bryce Young, which I know there's a little bit of concern with him holding up, I would not be mad, but I wouldn't be too excited because Bryce Young is very small. He's only 2 inches taller than Kyler Murray, and he weighs less. So how is his body going to hold up? But Colts get Bryce Young. I'm going hot on this one. Next hot take that we have here, LCCJS 27 again. Jaguars will make playoffs and win at least 1 game. This is an interesting one because the Jaguars are going to be the 4th seed, right? You have the Chiefs, you have the Bengals, and you have the Bills at 1, 2, and 3. The order is undecided yet. We really don't know what the order is going to be. It could be anything. Those 3 can be at any of those 3 seedings. Any of them could take the bye realistically. So Jaguars will make the playoffs. I'm giving that yes, absolutely. I think they make the playoffs. The Titans are cold. The Jaguars are hot. Taking the Jaguars to make the playoffs. Win at least 1 game. Now, if they're going to be the 4th, they're going to play the 5th seed. Probably going to be the Ravens, maybe the Chargers, but they're going to play the Ravens. I think they could beat the Ravens. So I'm going to go warm because I think it's likely they beat the Ravens. The Ravens are inconsistent. They're just, up and down team. But I think there's a realistic shot that they make the playoffs. I'm going to go warm. The next hot take we have here, once again from LCCJS, Commanders will make the playoffs. So this is an interesting one because a few weeks ago I said whoever's going to win the second Giants and Commanders game is going to be the team that makes the playoffs. But now it's going to look like the Commanders might make the playoffs too. But the Commanders have to win out because you have the Packers right there. Packers, I think they beat the Vikings and I think they beat the Lions. I think the Packers are going to win out. They're at home versus division rivals. I don't see the Packers losing out. I don't see the Packers losing another game. So I can see the Packers sneak into the 7th. So the Commanders have to win their last 2 games, and they play the Cowboys this week. Rough. So the Commanders, no, do they play? I don't remember who they play this week. But I think they played very tough team on these 2 weeks. I don't remember if they play the Cowboys. I think they do. But nonetheless, Commanders make the playoffs. I'm gonna go hot because I think the Packers or the Lions make it. I think one of those 2 teams have a better chance. So I'm gonna go hot for the Commanders will make playoffs, and that would be wild because because the whole NFC East will then be in the playoffs. Wild, right? Next hot take: Cowboys are losing in the wild card. I find this very difficult to believe. I'm going piping hot in this one because the Cowboys are locked in at that number 5 spot, right? They're gonna be the first wild card. I think we all agree with that. And they're gonna play the winner of the NFC South. Panthers or Bucks. I don't think the Cowboys have a problem with either of those teams. I say the Cowboys win their first one. Cowboys losing in the wild card. I'm going piping hot because I don't see them losing to one of those 2 teams. On the next, Monkeys in space. The Colts will graciously allow the Giants into playoffs this weekend. So the Colts gonna lose to the Giants. I think that's a very realistic. Um, I think that's gonna happen. I don't see a situation where the Colts can beat the Giants. Although if you do think about it a little bit, the Giants don't have a great offense either, and the Colts defense is amazing. Maybe if the Colts can find a way to get pick six and that kind of stuff, but I don't know if this Colts offense can't score anything. It's not I don't know, it's that I know they're not going to score anything. So if the Giants could score 14 or more points, I said they win. And it's sad, but so the Colts will graciously allow the Giants into the playoffs this weekend. I say warm. I know I say cold. I don't even think that's hot. I think the Colts are going to let the Giants into the playoffs. I don't think the Giants are going to have too much of an issue. Then we got For Fans Sports Talk Show. Colts finished last in the AFC South. Jags finished first. So the Colts finished last in the AFC South. Not sure if they're going to finish behind the Texans. I'm going to give that a hot just because I think they're going to finish third. Jags finished first. I'm going cold. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't think that's hot. I think the Jaguars, they're number one right now. This week, it doesn't matter if they lose. It doesn't matter if either team wins. Between the Jags and Titans, it doesn't matter who wins or loses. Because next week determines it no matter what happens this week. Kind of wild, but I'm excited to see how that's going to go down. But for the first part, I'm going to go hot. For the second part, I go cold. Not really too much of a hot take in my opinion. Then the second hot take by For Fan Sports Talk Show. Bengals beat the Buffalo Bills in playoff. I kind of put playoffs twice by accident. Bengals beat Bills in playoff championship to go to another Super Bowl. I'm going hot because it's a very competitive playing field. You have the Bills and the Bengals, two of those teams. You have the Chiefs. Do the Chiefs not make the conference title? I think that would be. I don't know if I can see that happening. See that not happening. It's just very difficult to see the Bills, Bengals, or Chiefs just not be in the conference championship. But that's what's going to happen. So he is predicting that the Bengals are going to play the Bills in that. And they win. So I'm going to go hot. It's realistic. The Bengals are very good. I just don't think the Bengals are going to make it again this year. All right, our second to last hot take. Silver Sabs. No tight ends other than Kelce will have a touchdown this week. I'm going piping hot just because there's so many football teams. There's so many good tight ends out there. You got Darren Waller. You have Mark Andrews. You have... there are just so many tight ends out there, man. I can't see a week where only one tight end scores a touchdown. So I'm going super piping hot in that one. And then for the last hot take here, by Big Boy Flex. He says the Giants clinch playoffs this week with the close game against the Colts. Kind of already touched on this in another hot take. And I think we went with warm or cold because I don't think it's really a hot take. I don't think the Giants should have too much of an issue with the Colts. Their defense is good. They can run the ball. They're just going to tire out that Colts team. Nothing's going for the Colts right now. The Colts are the worst team in the NFL right now. They are the worst team in the NFL. There is no if, buts, or, there's nothing around it. The Colts are the worst team in the NFL right now. They're playing like the worst team. And they're playing worse than the Texans because the Texans have put up pretty good fights against some pretty good football teams lately. So, that's Hot Take Tuesday. Didn't expect Hot Take Tuesday to be that quick, but I really prepared a lot of things, so I was kind of ready. So, you guys let me know what you think about some of these hot takes. Make sure you join that Discord so you can be featured in a future Hot Take Tuesday video. This is the last Hot Take Tuesday of 2022. So, if you'd like to be featured in the one and only, there will never be another first Hot Take Tuesday of 2023 again. So, if you would like to be a part of that, make sure to join that Discord. subscribe, like, put that post notification bell on. And I hope that you all enjoyed this. You know, kind of a quick Hot Take Tuesday, but I really just got right to the point and I was straightforward with my answers. So, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on if you want to see future videos. This is JDW Sports Talk Show, and I am signing off.